Game face! What's up, socials? Happy Savvy Tuesday. Last week we had a very successful Shoot the Schmitt live session where I critiqued a bunch of people's stuff in return for some votes for some award that will make me feel very special. Thanks to those of you who were able to attend. Thank you to those of you who watched, even if you couldn't be there live and voted anyway. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the links are in the description. I'd love your support. But one of the things I noticed while I was critiquing some people's sites is a thing that I say often. I'm not sure a lot of people actually know what it is. And the phrase is above the fold. This is really important because when I say above the fold, what I'm talking about is the way something is displayed on your website, no matter what the venue, if it's mobile or if it's on the computer, whatever the situation, anything visible prior to scrolling. The reason why that's important is because there are certain things that should be above the fold if you want to make very clear that it's important to you so that your visitor will act accordingly. Some basic things that you probably will have above the fold just because it's fairly typical for most websites to have it equipped this way is your logo, a menu bar with different places to go on the website, maybe that about you little blurb or your first blog post, something that would just be at the top of the page typically. But one of the most important things you should definitely have above the fold is a way to collect value from your visitors. For my website and most, that's an email opt-in form, and that's where I add people to my elite newsletter where you can get updates from me. I can connect with you anytime I want. Just in case my blog blows up or YouTube goes away or Facebook is gone, my email list is going to be there for me. So it's very important if you come to my website and you like my stuff and you want to stick around that you get on that list. If you want to make that perfectly clear, it's always above the fold. That is just how it needs to be. Do not make people work to find your email list. Do not make them work to find ways to subscribe to you or become committed to you in some way. No matter what it is, if it's an email opt-in form or it's contacting you or it's an RSS feed, just make sure that it's somewhere front and center if you know your people like it and that's gonna be how you wanna stay in touch with them. Make sure that they don't have to dig for it. It's kind of silly to say out loud, but at the same time, a lot of people like to put these things in their footers or at the bottom of the sidebar, and it seems so dumb, like, oh, just scroll to the bottom and put your email in. Why should they have to do that? Sometimes a no-brainer situation, not so much a no-brainer. So I wanted to talk about above the fold today and why collecting value is very important in that area of your website. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, make sure you subscribe to my e-newsletter. It's in the link in the annotation below. If you're watching this on Savvy60 Social, as I said, it's in the sidebar right there above the fold. You cannot miss it. So make sure you tune in there so you don't miss a thing. And if you want to vote for me for Columbus Best Local Blogger, I would truly appreciate it. You don't have to be from Columbus to vote. Most important thing, you just don't, because a lot of my audience is not in Columbus, but your vote counts, so I appreciate it if you want to take the time. The link's in the description. Tweet with me, Schmittauer, and at Savvy60 Social. I'll see you tomorrow for Sexy Wednesday.